Feel free to return to my channel Coinceras at any time. Are you in settlement discussions with the SEC? Willy Wonka asked Brad during their interview. Naturally, Brad responded with, "You know, I can't talk about that kind of stuff." There appeared to be more to the story he was leading on, though, and it felt like someone was trying to tell us about it. However, it is just as intriguing. Someone gave him a pass. It would have been easier for him to portray Gary Gensler as an errant regulator. This was not done by him. In particular, he singled out the Biden administration. This is a pattern that is appearing across all areas of technology, not alone crypto. Ripple is an organization that leans left. I promise that if Brad Garlinghouse had been a Democrat, they would have insisted that the issue was with Gary alone. That's not what he's doing. Once again, that's a pattern in the technological landscape. It's fascinating. As we can see from Bloomberg's coverage of the settlement, speculation is driving XRP to the forefront of the cryptocurrency surge, and there are other rumors circulating as well. As I mentioned earlier, I am not convinced that this is supported by strong strategic reasoning. It would be prudent to allow this play out for the time being, as we already know the SEC will face fines and penalties. If it's a matter of politics, then it's different. And they're given the order to dismiss it from the docket unless it's an extremely important or criminal case. Otherwise, they'll have to rethink their strategy and turn to cryptocurrency for funding. Conservative candidates are no longer able to rely on the financial support of internet giants. Today, these candidates must earn their support. And that will create an ideal setting for us, the crypto and tech investors. At this point, Mark Faber steps in to provide some context. According to Mark Fago, there have been 150 meetings of this kind since the court case was filed, and the fact that the private meeting with the SEC is scheduled is a major factor in the narrative that a settlement is imminent. And every single cryptocurrency Twitter user was certain this was it. This is the time for us. We will resolve this. Yes, this is it. Finally, Mark Fago says, "I don't think this is it." I concur with him once more. On the other hand, I'll reveal the primary rationale. Despite the fact that I'm really insistent, a settlement is highly unlikely to occur. This kind of thing, I'm consistently mistaken about. Therefore, it is quite probable that it will occur, as I have already stated that it is highly unlikely to occur. Typically, I'm incorrect. Given that President Trump has stated his opposition to any nation seizing control of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, it is clear that this is a very contentious issue in the present campaign. Completely out of control, we will get a new candidate in the end. As I said last week, I expect President Biden to stand aside by this coming Friday. Here is what we observe regarding event reporting. Nancy Pelosi has reportedly contacted President Biden and informed them that she intends to resign, according to Axios. As crypto and tech investors, why is that important? Because whatever the new candidate is, and I really don't know who it wouldn't be if this happens, it's not going anywhere. It goes on forever. They require that money and that unfettered support so badly that they will have to reconsider their stance on cryptocurrency and, more especially, their stance on technology. They never let it out of their back pocket. Therefore, I believe this will lead to a better environment for all of us, regardless of the winner. Remember this at all costs. I mean, it doesn't matter whether the candidate is Republican this time, another Democrat will be president in the end. That is why it is in your best advantage for the two parties to cooperate in some way. In my opinion, the industry is currently taking advantage of this situation. Here we see that if we do not engage in cryptocurrency, China will. President Biden is continuing, President Trump is going farther. China is going to take place. Possible another individual. On the other hand, China is probably really into it. This is something that every country is considering when formulating its policies. It will be difficult for them to fully open crypto to the public, but they cannot ignore it indefinitely, hence, that is going to be ridiculous. Furthermore, China will be woefully unprepared for that when it goes online. We witness cracking. According to Trump, Jamie Dimon has abruptly reversed his position on Bitcoin. Also, he's thinking about nominating Jamie Dimon to be the Secretary of the Treasury, which, depending on your perspective, might be a good or bad move depending on whether you believe there will be an eighth gate and fence inquiry. A new AI token fund is being launched by Grayscale, and I guess they'll bury that one as soon as possible. I feel compelled to mention this because it is crucial that you pay close attention to this field. In the coming year or two, you will witness AI in action. Blockchains and tokens centered around artificial intelligence will thrive. I advise you not to slumber on this one since I believe it will provide phenomenal returns in the near to medium future. Be sure to monitor all of these coins. A lot of useless stuff pertaining to artificial intelligence is floating around. I have faith in your abilities, just make sure you pick the right ones. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I'll see you later.